This is the Fatboy Show, your number one station, RX Radio, and I hope you enjoyed your weekend, pleasing your mother and thanking her in all the human ways possible. Why? Because yesterday was International Mother's Day. By the way, happy belated Mother's Day to you all.
Thank you, James.
So as a mother, how did you feel about Mother's Day? Were you appreciated?
Of course, my children are still very young. The most I get from them are some...
What?
Okay.
Do they even know it's Mother's Day?
Of course, today's kids know things like they have phones. My son is old, and when he's at home, he tells his sisters. So they, of course, in the morning they'll be Happy Mother's Day, Mommy, and then they will write you some sweet little notes, or call that scratching because the handwritings, especially for the young one.
Well,
yeah, but
okay.
It was nice.
I think the one thing children could do for their mothers on Mother's Day is A, behave, and B, clean the house. Most mothers would be pleased with that.
Mine have their chores, so any given day, everyone knows what they're supposed to do.
Oh, they already do that?
Yes.
Well, are they special?
Any given day.
Good
but
for
yeah,
you.
when they're older, they should be cooking for me and massaging my feet and,
Why
making
not?
sure I'm okay, taking off my shoes when I come back from work.
Is Mother's Day also a day in which the father should spoil the mother? Because typically it's thought of as the children showing appreciation, but why not also the fathers showing appreciation to the mother of their children?
So normally what happens, the fathers of course are going to appreciate their own mothers, but then they will help the children in choosing the gifts to give to their moms. So the fathers are going to pay for the gifts, but the children are the ones that are going to give their mother.
Yeah. So our baby daddy is also supposed to do anything?
Yeah, if you have a good relationship
for the baby
with
mama.
If you have a good relationship with your baby mommy, you do not really do it for her. Like I said, you help the child to pick out something for their mom.
Oh.
But some ladies are not in agreement with that. They're like, if you're separated, even if you have children, why are you giving her anything? And I'm like, really? These people are attached forever. They have children or a child together.
So if you were dating a guy who had children elsewhere with another woman and he wanted to do something special for the mother of his children on Mother's Day, how would you feel about that?
I would be okay with it. The only thing that would make me uncomfortable is the quality of the gift. If you're going to gift her lingerie, then we are going to have a big problem there. But if you're just sending her maybe a cake or a card,
that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay. And honestly, it shouldn't even be a problem because these people are family for the rest of their lives.
Well, with the whole Will Smith situation, what is it? Your blended family now? That's how it's supposed to be?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that requires a certain level of confidence on the part of the woman who would be okay with such an arrangement. Because as you say, a lot of mothers would prefer, or a lot of women would prefer, a man has no contact with his baby mama if he's now in a new relationship.
Which, if you ask me, is really stupid, because why shouldn't he have a contact with his baby mama? You see, you remember that post about a Kenyan lady that broke off an engagement because her fiance wanted her to cut off the father of her child?
Yes.
I actually was in agreement with her because we are so used to deadbeat dads that we forget that some men out there are actually good dads, even if the relationship has ended. Of course, you as a guy, you're gonna do that. But picture this. Say one day, God forbid, you're not with your baby mama and she moves on and you're attached to Suhana like you are. And then she moves on and she tells you, oh, by the way, I'm getting married. And because I'm getting married, you can't have access to your daughter. Yet you've been there. You've been present. You have a bond with your child. You love your child. Would that sit well with you?
Of course not. I would, to alienate a child from a willing parent is unfair.
It is unfair.
It's unfair. But wow, it can be a really complicated situation.
It can be. Because most people were thinking, she must be sleeping with the baby daddy. And I'm like, we are so used to deadbeats that when we see a good dad, we actually don't see it. We think these people must be sleeping together.
But are these good dads really? Because I've heard many single mothers complain when they reach out for contributions from the baby daddy. The baby daddy usually sets conditions such as, okay, well, Let us first meet at this hotel and we can discuss it.
Any man that wants you to sexually pay for child support is not a good dad. He's a deadbeat. Because there are men who actually move on, but they're attached to their children. They're going to pay the fees without being chased around or begged. They're going to make sure the child is taken care of. When it is time for them to spend time with the child, they'll pick the child when they're supposed to do it and drop the child back when they're supposed to do it. Those are the good dads I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the ones that want sexual favors so that they can do what they're supposed to do in the first place. Those are, I don't have kind words for them.
Okay, what if he doesn't ask for sex but he just asks for a date?
No.
Wow.
We can have a cordial relationship together.
Aren't you mean?
I am mean. I don't have to go on a date with you to take care of your child.
Oh, can't you kill two birds with one stone?
Why? Which bird?
What if I want to take care of my child but I also want you back?
If you want me back and I'm not in a relationship, then do it right. Let's have a conversation. And if I say no, respect me and keep it moving. There is a reason why we broke off.
So people like to say that a woman will always belong to her baby daddy. Is that true?
That is.
That a woman will always have a soft spot for her baby daddy, like throughout her life. And so that's one of the reasons why men are discouraged from getting serious with single moms, because there will always be the lingering fear of her going back to the baby daddy.
Okay, I may not 100% dismiss that notion, because people are people and feelings are feelings. Sometimes you don't know why people broke up. Sometimes you don't know why, if the other person has really moved on. I also believe that women that are so bitter towards the ex have not dealt with whatever emotions they had towards those people. So those ones tread carefully, because I preach the gospel of date people that have healed from the past, whether it is a man or a woman. And if every time the conversation about the ex comes up and they're, oh my goodness, that man, that woman, you're like, I'm not gonna deal with this.
But come on, let's be real. Everyone has an ex they would take back.
I don't.
Everyone has at least one ex. No. If that one ex came knocking, they'd be like, okay.
I don't have an ex I would take back. Probably there is someone I fondly think about, but no ex. I live by one rule. If I was your main chick one time, and then you come back and you want to make me your side chick this time, it's not happening.
Ooh. Maybe he wants you to be the main chick again. But anyway.
Things of exes are very complicated. You go back to an ex and then it is worse than the first time. So what was the point?
Well, I guess the familiarity of it can feel a bit comforting. And I think that's really the main draw.
No, familiarity comes in because you have not yet healed from the wounds of the past, and you feel like this person is the only one who gets
What are you healing from exactly?
Trauma. There are trauma. There is trauma bonding. Sometimes, by the way, we are adults.
What trauma bonding? Maybe I just like
adults walking around with sometimes childhood wounds. We get attracted to people that remind us of the wounds from our childhood, and that place feels safe.
Aren't you overcomplicating this?
I am not.
What if she was just
conversations we never have?
What if she just gave me the best sex I've ever seen in my life?
Come on, is there anything like
trauma?
The best sex in your life? As in, you could be dating me right now and I feel like the best sex you've ever had, and then you meet the next girl and she's the best sex you've ever had.
No, some people are a class apart.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Some people are a class apart.
Okay, there is that, I agree, but I think the reason why I am a bit on the fence when it comes to sex, every time you bring it up, I'm like, in as much as sex is important to a relationship and it is fun and you want to be with someone that is experienced, sex alone does not keep a relationship. So there is no reason. I don't see someone going back to someone just because the sex was good, except if they're just back for a few times of sex and then they keep it moving. That's the explanation that would make sense.
Why do I believe that that's not a bad reason to get back with someone?
But are you gonna be back with them to stay or just to enjoy them
because
for a while and then keep it moving?
Because you could be with an absolutely amazing, kind, loving, caring person. What if the sex is bad?
Auntie, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes, yes, the sex is good, but the other aspects of them that make a relationship as good. Because sometimes you're gonna walk away from something so good because the other things are not tallying. If it's a Lego, it's not it's not making sense.
Well, anyway, I don't know how we got here.
I don't know too.
We were discussing Mother's Day and congratulating Olive on Mother's Day, which
and
was
I want
yesterday.
to thank me, like Snoop Doggy said. I want to thank me for being strong. I want to thank me for loving on my children, and I want to thank me for being fine.
Yes, she's one of the finest mothers in town. That we can see.